I had a ton of fun on that game, and go back and it's like, I don't know, I'm actually dog shit at this game.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like insanely good. Welcome everyone to episode 110 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Very good, man.
That was weird saying 110.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it's very weird now. It's
Yeah.
we're kind of making it out of the early stages of 100.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's gonna be weird when we get 111.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into these like 111 or like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be a fun one. Episode 123.
I won't say one. It's so weird. Are we going to just say 120?
Yeah, right.
120, whatever.
Well, I think too, like some of these guys, like watching Joe Rogan or this other podcast I watch, 9 Club, they're like episode 276.
200 sounds better.
Yeah, they're like
instead of 100. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree.
200,
with
200
you, yeah.
flows off better.
But it was funny. I was watching them last night, and they were like 246. God damn.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like they just, I don't know. You forget about how long you've been doing it.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan, man, he's up to, I can't remember how many episodes he has. Like, I think he's over 1,000. Like, he's done that many.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
I don't know. But, yeah, we made it 110.
Yeah. What's
going.
he at? 19, what's he at? Man, he's at 1,957.
That's crazy.
That is psycho.
Yeah. I mean, that means he's doing more than one podcast a week.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no,
yeah.
I think he does them, pretty sure he does them daily.
Yeah.
He does daily podcasts. I've heard too that he does sometimes like twice a day.
Yeah.
He'll do podcasts.
I mean, yeah, to hit that number in his time span, like being on.
I mean, I don't know how long he's been cranking away at it. Like, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, even still, like if you did one a week, like the math doesn't add up.
Yeah.
You know, even if you did, I don't know, one a day, like, you know,
even then,
like 365,
Yeah.
like you're getting pretty crazy there. Like, you know, 2,000 divided by 365. I don't even know where you're at for years. And again, that's like, you know, that's no break 7 days a week.
Yeah.
He's not doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
One day when we get to episode 1,000,
well, you know,
we'll be here. I'll have my gray goatee.
Yeah. I mean, we had 110 weeks in a row, and we're still going,
which is fucking dope. But yeah, 110. No, this is a good one though. And otherwise, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
You know, happy too, man. Like the weather now, we're in spring. Seems like I don't know if it's beneficially spring, but
I mean, I don't think it is. It's past Groundhog's Day, I think. So. I guess technically.
Yeah, I don't know. Did we see Phil?
I don't know.
Puxatone?
I haven't seen Phil the past like 24 years.
Bro, you know how fucking dumb that stuff is?
Yeah.
Like, bro, my favorite thing though about that, have you seen the people that like, I said like they're in like the Puxatone Phil camp?
Yeah.
Bro, and how they wear like, you know, suits from the 30s and they wear top hats and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same thing with daylight savings. It's the same thing.
Yeah, dude. That is like the funniest thing. My favorite images are when they're like over there and they're holding the groundhog up to be like, what has he chosen?
Yeah.
It's so weird to me. It's very cult-like.
Yeah. Like right now, it's like 50 and sunny out right now, it's great.
Yeah, dude.
So it's getting warmer. Finally for us.
Yeah, dude. Today was fantastic. Like I was out and I'm just kind of like taking in the air, and I had my jacket on, and I was like, damn, dude, like I can take this thing off. I can just wear like my shirt underneath. It's not that bad out, you know?
Yeah.
So definitely gets the vibes up, and then we're back to like right now it's about 7 o'clock and it's not totally pitch black out.
Yeah, and we just came off like the MW2 LAN. We didn't play in it at Helix, but. No, yeah, we went there. It was really good. It was a 2-day event this time because they decided to do pool play on Saturday, which is, for people that don't know what pool play is, there's 4 teams. Well, it depends how many teams like you have actually signed up, but no one gets eliminated on Saturday. Usually it's 4 teams in each pool, and then you play each team once.
Yeah.
And the top 2 teams of each pool make it out of pool play and go into Sunday into the actual bracket.
Yeah.
I was there Saturday and Sunday. You had work Saturday, and you were on your way, and I was like, dude, don't bother coming because it's literally about to be over because it was so quick.
Yeah, dude, I was bummed.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm going to get out of work. And then my person had canceled. I was like, sweet, we're going to go get over there.
Yeah.
And you were just saying, like, dude, these kids are getting absolutely fried, like, whichever team is playing. So didn't even bother. I mean, man, the LAN, like, shout out to Boston Breach and shout out to Helix because this LAN, even like I was just there Sunday and you were saying on Saturday too, it was leaps and bounds better than the one that they had prior.
Yeah, they did a better job of pushing it.
Yeah, promoting it and marketing it. I mean, they had way more fans that were there. I don't know exactly. Maybe you know, is the amount of teams that were entered, was it more or less than they had last time?
Yeah, it was double the amount of teams.
Yeah.
Speaking of one team, I don't know if this was true or not because like I saw them come in, but they were dressed up. I don't know if they were actually construction workers and just came and played.
Yeah.
Or if they
just
no, yeah, literally. Or they just showed up with like vests and stuff and playing. Right. So they got knocked out first round, like immediately. They didn't even make it out of pool flight.
That's like kind of a that's a meme in the COD community. Like I guess with the like competitive scene, like you're playing plumbers or playing carpenters, you know?
Yeah, like back in the day.
Yeah, like these people who that was their job.
Yeah.
And then they just played COD on the side.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you see if they were like? Did they look older or were they like? You know,
they're a little older than us.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they were actual like construction workers or not.
That'd have been amazing if they were.
Yeah.
They just walk in, they're like, "Yo, what's going on here?"
Yeah. But no, next LAN though, if we get a team, we could do it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, here's the thing, right? Like with the whole LAN stuff, like, you know, people are like, "Oh, you guys got to play," and like, "Yeah, we should got to compete." Like, look, we absolutely want to, but my problem is when you go to these events, think about the guys who won. Okay, like the guys who won that.
Shout out Millennium 7.
Yeah. They're beasts.
Former pro players.
Yeah. In lies my problem.
Yeah, which, by the way, at the first LAN that they had, like, again, half the teams weren't there.
Yeah.
Nobody there was, like, a pro or a former pro.
Yeah.
Again, though, but it's because it is, like, the promotion.
Yeah. And the stakes as to what they're playing for.
Yeah, well, no, it was the same amount of prize.
Oh, it was 7,500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, again, like... more we should have signed up for the first one.
Yeah, right.
We would have had
we would have better chance. Yeah. Now the next one they're gonna have freaking Scump and like all the Optic crew show up and Boston Breach is gonna be the final boss.
Yeah.
Like, dude, come on.
Yeah. Because no, like we were talking about, like if we do it again, we're just we're the COD Casuals. We're gonna go hard during it.
Yeah.
But we like, dude, I don't expect to win if freaking like former pros are there.
Exactly. Like that's where my problem is, and especially too, like it just being both of us, we'd have to go pick up two random people,
and they're gonna be they're probably gonna be more inclined to win than like us. Like we're gonna go hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like we're doing this for fun,
right?
Unless people on the Breach, or Helix, if you guys are listening to this, if anybody wants to just do it for fun, like I'd be down. Yeah. Because so Boston Breach content creators like T-Dog was there, Brittany was over there, and they, helped push it. And I'm sure, like, by them promoting it, brought in, like, more teams.
Absolutely.
But they played in it, but they did not expect former pro players to be there. I didn't either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's just, I don't know, it's free money in my opinion. If you're a former pro player, like...
And you're playing against legit plumbers. People who come in off the streets are like, bro, this is the easiest $7,500 I ever made in my life.
Yeah. So that I'm more inclined if they did just like 2v2s.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, mainly because then you and I can go in. We're not like hurting anyone else that, is actually trying to win this. Like we're going hard, but if we get knocked out, it's like...
It's whatever.
It's just us two.
Yeah, exactly. And again, just the fact that like the competition level, like last time, I think there was a guy there at the first LAN, Shoxy. Mm-hmm. This was during Vanguard. I can't remember where he was on ranked. Like he must have been relatively high up. Mm-hmm. I know now in MW2 he was there with his team. Mm-hmm. Like that guy, I'm pretty sure he's top 10 in the world for ranked.
Yeah.
Like
he was at one point. Like again, still.
Yeah. Like the guy doesn't play around.
Yeah.
Like he's insanely good. He's definitely a formidable opponent between us, right?
Yeah.
But even still, he lost. I mean, like he was playing again. He said former pros. Like these guys have played against the best players in the world. Mm-hmm. Like I have a lot of self-confidence, but when it comes to that, like man,
Yeah.
I'm pretty slim.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoo, man, like,
well, that's the other thing. Like,
this might be a learning experience for us, you know.
Well, that's why we're casuals.
It's like yeah, exactly. Let's learn from these guys here. I'm not gonna. The chance of me beating them is pretty much 0.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's a different mentality going in because, like, look, we have our day jobs. It's not like we're trying to be pro players.
Yeah.
Nor do I want to be a pro player. We don't want to be pro players.
No, bro, I wouldn't want that.
That's why I think it just be again, unless like 2 people were like, "Yo, I'm just doing it for fun. I just want to do it." I'm gonna go hard, but like I'm not trying to be a pro or anything.
Yeah.
Then it's different because I don't feel like I'm letting
someone down.
Yeah, someone down. But these guys that go to locals, like they're trying to like get up there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's their goal at least, right? To climb like the ranks.
Right.
And if that guy Shoxy's there, like top 10 in the world, this guy's he's trying to make it into the league.
Right.
Former pro players are there. Like we saw Jimbo, or he rebranded to Lau.
Yeah.
He won. Shout out him.
Yeah.
And like Phantoms was there. He's been like in playing amateurs for a while, and he's been playing COD for a while.
Yeah, and guys that at the end of the year, like a lot of these teams, particularly like the teams that are going to be making a lot of changes on the lower end, they would be looking at these guys.
Yeah.
For these top challenger players. So it's always cool to see them just because you think now, like, I remember the first one that we saw, that was, actually, no, that was the whole Challengers event that we went to, which was a separate thing. Going to that, it's just cool because you see these guys, you don't really know their names as much, but now these guys are in the league.
Yeah,
you know? Like when we went to that one, Ultra Academy one, and we knew of those guys like Scrappy and Hixie and Vikal, and who was the other guy on that team? Assault.
Assault. Yeah.
So it's cool seeing those guys, and you're like, oh yeah, it's great. Like, they're obviously insane, but now they're professional players.
Yeah.
All those
they're
guys
in the
are
big stage now.
Yeah, exactly. So seeing them in their early stages. So you wonder, like someone like Shoxy, like will in a couple of years, will we see him?
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. And like, so the difference between like that Challenger event and like this like local LAN, right, is, I mean, in the name right there, the Challengers event is you have to, they do it based off of like points.
Yeah.
And then you're qualified to be like an amateur player.
Right.
This local is, again, it should be a local where anybody can go and just play. Your local plumber can come and play, right? As long as you pay the fee. But, these former pros found out, and again, which is good for the scene. Not bad or anything. But they came in and just wrecked.
They went to town. It was really cool to just see those guys. I always like watching people play COD. I mean, man, you're the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we just love the game. So it's always fun seeing people that are just as good as us, if not better than us. I mean, like, well, I'm not gonna cap over here. Like that guy Lau, his team, like they're way better than us.
Yeah.
But just being like, you can stand right next to them. It's not like when you go to when we did our whole video on the going to the Major 2, like you can't get near those guys when they're playing.
Yeah.
Like it's not even a question. But when these guys are playing at this LAN, you can literally be breathing down their neck if you want to be a weirdo.
Yeah.
But you can stand right behind them and watch their screen.
Yeah.
You're inches away.
Yeah.
So it was just cool. Like I remember before you came in, I think it was Lau, he was playing, and I walked over and I'm just like seeing him play, and I'm like, dude, he's so good. Like, like seeing that whole team, just watching them, like how they play certain game modes. I was talking to a couple other people there about it. With one of the members on his team, I can't remember who it was, but they were playing. I think it was Hardpoint on Greenberg Hotel, and it was just the patience from those players, because we all know, like, you get super into the moment, you're running around going crazy, and you're trying to like just make a huge play. But watching him, he was at one of the hills and he's just holding it, and in game time, like 30 seconds, he's not moving. And I'm just like, wow. Like, and he got like 4 or 5 kills, huge kills. But if you're like us, our most casual players, you would never think to do that. But I'm like, man, that's the next level there.
Yeah. And like, the team chemistry's there for like all those guys, If we showed up again, like we'd pick up 2 random people, the team chem is not there, which we've talked about. Like, that'll throw you off. But overall though, the LAN was awesome. Next up, they have the Boston Breach like watch party, April. I'm pretty sure it's the 15th. They're playing Optic. So if you're an Optic fan, show up to that event because I mean, like, that'd just be cool overall. Optic fans, Breach fans, like, you know, that'd be great.
Have a little rivalry within.
Yeah, like, dude, the green wall.
A couple of tables get broken. You know,
yeah.
People are getting upset.
The green wall is strong, so I hope like a bunch of Optic people show up.
Yeah.
Because it'd be fun.
And that's always a great match too. You know, just you know, both green teams going against each other. And I think a little bit of a rematch too from what we had at Major 3, you know, like Optic lost to Boston, then Boston lost to them. So it's a good rivalry that they got going on there. It's not like, you know, Optic just smokes them every time they play. So yeah, it's going to be really, really good to watch that.
Yeah. So we'll, I mean, we'll be definitely like tweeting about it more and stuff as the time comes. But yeah, overall though, good weekend. But now we can talk about, you know, season 2 because it's been out for like a week now.
It is out now, man. It's been live for, I don't know, like about a week, like you said, since we last did episode 109.
Yeah. We can jump right into like the new map, Himmelmatt Expo.
Yeah, Himmelmatt Expo.
Yeah. I'll be quick with mine. Overall thoughts, I like it. Good pub map.
Yeah.
What about you?
I love that map.
Yeah.
Bro, my first game.
Our first game's on it. Yeah.
Absolutely fried.
Yeah.
I'm always like, if I don't know, that there's a weird mental thing with me when I play. Like, I'm like that with the COD too. Yeah. I'm so superstitious. I'm like, if I load into the game and I don't get a kill right off the bat, like if I die first, I'm like, I'm not gonna be good at this. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's with that map. I would load it in. I'm like, if I don't get a kill, like first thing, I'm like, this map sucks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But then I went and got like, I think I went on a 5 or 6 spree. I'm like, oh dude, this map's great.
Yeah. I know what you mean because I'm not like that anymore. Mainly because of like after watching competitive, what I do is going into a new map, never played it.
Yeah.
I play it like I'm playing a competitive like ranked map.
Yeah.
So I play more disciplined. Yeah. I'm not just like sprinting out like doing stupid stuff.
Right.
And then usually that's guaranteed like you have a pretty good game.
Yeah.
But like I like the layout of the map. It's fresh. I think it's better than some of the maps like in the game right now. So
yeah, 100%. Like, you know, setting my amazing gameplay aside, like overall, I think that map is really good. I like the levels to it, like how there is the main area, and then I believe there's both sides where there's huge windows.
Yeah, and there's like a giant like pond.
Yeah, and then
it's like a waterfall thing.
Yeah, and then off to the side, there's like we played Hardpoint on it, and there's like that. I don't even know what you call it.
Like a theater.
Yeah, exactly, like a little theater in there. Yeah. So it's got a lot of parts to it. That map though, it feels really small.
Yeah, it does feel small. I think it's like the verticality of it.
Yeah.
Even though it's only 2 levels, it's not, and there's like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I mean, again, this is just pubs. Like we can't really talk for competitive. I know that they're trying it out. I don't know if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
But overall, pubs, though, is good. I really like the map for pubs. It flows nice. It you can run a sub on it if you want, and you can run an AR on it.
Yeah, and I think, too, like everyone's favorite mode, Control, on there, I think is actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
The points, like where they're located, makes sense. And it doesn't, I don't know, there's not really like a huge offense-defense bias when you're playing it. You know, you can win pretty much on both sides fairly easily. Which for what like people are seeing in the competitive realm, this was a huge update because there's a lot riding on this map since the map that we talked about before, Fortress, is just for Control. It's not it.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole debate is, you know, is this map good enough to replace it? You know, early days, I would say, like, you know, with like what we have in mind, I would rather watch that map.
Yeah.
But again, how we play that map and how pros play that, and like their thought, they put way more thought and effort into it than you or I.
Yeah.
So who really knows? But yeah, I like it overall. I think it's really, really good. I'd like to see it for Hardpoint too.
Yeah, I think we've only played Control on it.
Yeah.
I think Fortress Control will be out no matter what, because I think every pro player is like, all right, we gotta do something about this.
Yeah.
So I think anything's an improvement, even if it's a map that's already been in the game.
Yeah.
Or if they, you know, do like a Greenberg, not Greenberg, Mercado like control or something like that.
Yeah.
But I like the map overall. Like, I bet that map's probably fun for S&D in pubs.
Yeah.
Don't know how that would work in competitive. I think it would be kind of a nightmare because of how
all the different levels and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's only 2 levels, but like, I don't know. In Respawn, it feels a lot smaller. Yeah. But I bet in S&D, it probably feels huge.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from.
Because, I mean, like, when we were playing Control, I lost. Did I lose a 1v1? No, I won.
On that, no.
Oh no, I died, and then it was a 1v1, and then the guy, like, our teammate, like, clutched up.
Yeah, yeah. I remember.
But
it was pretty close.
I remember dying, and then I'm like, oh, there's a lot of spots where you have to look.
Yeah.
There are a lot of, like, corners that you can, like, hide for S&D.
Well, that's the thing too with snow maps. Very often, I feel, is like they are kind of blinding.
Yeah.
You know. So they can be hard to play.
Yeah.
You know, like I think about like bigger snow maps. Like we talked about it last week. I can't believe we talk about it another week. Is like Array. If I think about that map now, like, dude, that, like, granted, those older CODs, there's not as much like detail put into them.
Yeah.
So yes, it is easier to see. But even still, a big snow map with like corners and certain objects you can hide in, that would get annoying.
Yeah, and like that's why Summit was good, because it was a small, like, snow map, and there, you know, it's not like a lot of annoying spots to hide. But that that reminds me of like a Derail.
Oh my god,
dude, that map was huge, but it was like predictable where people were.
Yeah,
and like you said, like there wasn't that much detail. So if you have a guy like in a ghillie suit just like way in the back, like in the middle of the field, like you're seeing him from a mile away.
Yeah, I think back to now, man. Like those early CODs, the snipers without a glint.
Yeah,
you know, like that shit was mad annoying. You think about it now, like you play search and you know someone's sniping, and
you see that. Yeah.
Now you just have no idea.
Yeah, and nowadays too, like you can't. Back then it was so quick to snipe.
Yeah,
now it's not. But I think we just relied on our brains a little bit more back in the day.
I think so too.
They're helping us a lot now.
Yeah,
well,
they give us that, but then again, we talk about like the no red dots. They're taking that away, so we got to use our brains for that.
Yeah.
So, dude, when we go back now with MW3, when that comes out, bro, the IQ is going to be through the roof.
I think if we went back to like the OG MW3 now, like we'd be a million times better.
Oh my god,
way better.
No, I'm saying even like with the new.
Oh, the new one, yeah.
When that COD comes out, if it has red dots,
yeah,
fingers crossed.
Yeah,
but yeah, bro, if we go back, like we go back to old COD,
way smarter.
Oh yeah,
we'd be way better.
Yeah, it's different than like we've talked about it before. I think. We very rarely go back to old CODs.
Yeah.
You know, like we pretty much just stay with the COD. Like, I don't think, man, I'll ever play Vanguard again.
Yeah. I won't.
Like, I don't think I'll ever touch that COD again. Same thing with MW2. Or no, MW. I don't think I'll ever play that COD again.
Yeah. Between you and I, like, we won't be playing it. Like, the only way I'll go back and play it is if, I don't know, some person's like, yo, let's go back. Not like a friend, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if we were at a LAN and they're like, let's go play after something.
Right.
After this LAN or whatever. Then, like, maybe.
Yeah. I've put the farthest back that I think we gone once was, I don't even know if we got a game in. Actually, no, we did. I think it was Black Ops 4. We went back and played a little bit of that, but that was a while ago that we had done that. Since that, though, like, any of these old CODs, like Black Ops 3, MW3, BO2, I haven't played them since.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, I'm not going to break out my PS4 or PS3 to go and do all that. Personally, it's just too much of a hassle for me. And I like playing, like, the current game just because then it validates, like, what we're talking about right now, especially.
Yeah.
Because... you know, I don't think any of you guys, maybe you guys will, if you guys just like our personalities, but
right, which is that great.
The way that I see it is no one would be listening to us if we didn't play the game. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, if we're over here talking about like our life on Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, that game is fucking old.
Well, no, like even if, you know, they're if you're talking about the current game but you've never played it, like that doesn't,
well, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You're invalidated.
Exactly.
You know, whatever your opinion is of it. But it's interesting though. These games, like, they'll play them and then they're like in the history books. You'll never play them again.
Yeah.
You know, and part of it too, like, you can't. Like, I don't know if you can probably play on PS3 play Black Ops 1. Like, that's got to be very hard to play that.
It's probably really hard to find a match. Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, the way I see it is like it's like a memory bank in my brain. It's like I had really good times, lock it up. I don't want to tarnish that.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Because I don't want to go back to like I don't know, like BO3. I had a ton of fun on that game, and go back and it's like, I don't know, I'm actually dog shit at this game.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like insanely good.
I think,
or something like, you know?
I think those games now, like going back to them on old hardware, I think we would not like them. I worry about that.
Yeah.
Because
that's the other thing. Yeah.
They're not 60 FPS. Like they're going to be kind of like glitchy, not look as nice.
Yeah.
They're going to play really weird.
Yeah.
And we're going to be like, yo, what the hell? But
yeah,
when we were playing them, that was what it was.
Yeah. And like, I mean, even when we went back, I do think any COD we go back to and play, like we just be better just because we've been playing for so long.
Yeah.
Play smarter. But I think, and plus we use scuffs now. Like I couldn't even, having a scuff on jetpacks.
Oh my God.
It'd be great.
Oh my God. Yeah. Being next level.
Yeah. But again, like I don't want to, like you said, it would tarnish it in case we go back and it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It feels clunky.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Now, going back to an old COD is like, again, something we definitely don't do. And I want to, like you said, keep my memories and all the experiences I had locked away.
Yeah.
And think too, like, you can play the multiplayer maybe, but certain things that I would like to have experienced, like on Black Ops 4, I would have liked to do ranked, but like that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't play that ranked, I don't think, can you?
I mean, maybe you can. You might be able to.
Yeah.
There's probably, I mean, it's probably not updated, but I bet you people are still playing it.
You think people are still grinding that ranked, bro?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the top 250.
Yeah. I mean, like,
top skill was in there. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like with that stuff for me, like when it comes to it, it's cool to experience it in the moment, of course. But going back, it's like, I don't know. I just wouldn't really care anymore. Like when we're playing ranked now, like I'm playing because that's current. And it's like I want to match up against like everybody now.
Yeah, right now.
know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's a competition.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You don't want to wait like, oh, I'm first in the world 10 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Well, dude, you know, I before we go to ranks, I had some things I want to talk about with that. I remember, I think it was Killzone 2. Pretty sure it was that game, not Killzone 1. Yeah, it's definitely Killzone 2. There was a trophy for multiplayer where, I mean, I'm going to kind of mince it a little bit because I can't remember specifically what it was, but what you more or less had to do is you had to be one of the top players in the world to get the trophy.
Yeah.
Like, can you believe that? That was a multiplayer trophy. It was like being like the top 5% or like top 3% of all players in the world.
Oh, well, they must have thought like not a lot of people are going to be playing it or something.
Yeah. Which, like, can you imagine if they did that for COD?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
You would have to be psychotic.
Yeah.
You know, not like, oh yeah, there's some of them were like, oh yeah, hit first prestige.
Yeah.
They never had trophies for hit 10th prestige or hit master.
Yeah.
Those would be crazy. You know, they'd be like, oh yeah, hit level 55 prestige once.
Yeah.
Those are like minor to us, but some people they're big.
Yeah.
But yeah, be a top player, bro. But now you go back to that game, it's like it's impossible to get that because there's like 6 people in the world that play that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't exist. Something I wanted to chat about a little bit because we experienced it last night, and I made a note about it. Regarding ranked, you know, because ranked been going well for us. Like, you know, we're thriving. We're both in the we're in the diamond realm. I'm close to making it to diamond 2. Just gonna be a little bit more of a grind probably this week.
Yeah.
Something that I saw on Instagram too. Funny enough, while I was coming over here, and I was like, man, there you go. Is the scale at which you are partied up with certain people?
Yeah.
Like. For us, again, we're in Diamond, and I saw it last night way more than I ever see it. We were playing against people who were like in
gold.
Yeah. Like gold 1, gold 2.
Yeah.
And we like those games, we annihilated them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what in the world is that?
I think I don't know if it was in this recent update because I thought it's been like this since the launch of Ranked. But it's because, you know, in your friend group, there's always going to be the person that like thrives way more, or that's like, I'm just going to play more than you guys. So you obviously move up higher. And it just sucks if like you can't play with your friend because they're in diamond and you're in like gold or whatever.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure this was in ranked like in the beginning. But I think part of that too, like why we went up against those guys was probably because like the party situation, like that team looked like a team of 4.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and for us, it was probably us 2 and then solos together.
Yeah.
I think that like, that really matters if you're in like a party of 3 or a party of 4, like loading in.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was just really surprised by it because like those games that we were playing, like they just felt so easy, you know, and I was just like, when I see them loaded in, I'm like, dude, what the heck? Like, why are we playing against? I was trying to find the specific one, but it just, I don't know, I think about when we were in gold and we'd have to be playing against diamond 1s, diamond 2s.
Yeah.
Like that never happened. Like, very rarely.
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, I really think it's location and like the number of people you're in a party with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, like we live in like Massachusetts, right? So those people are probably like around us somewhere.
Yeah.
And they're a party of 4. And if like, I don't know how it works, but I'm assuming if you load in with a party of 4, like, that's what you have. You need to find 4 other people. And if 2 of us like load in diamonds and then 2 other like solo people, like they're just going to throw us in.
Right.
And if you're a party of 4, like you have no leeway. You're that level. Because I mean, I don't know. I remember like solo queuing when I was in gold and I'd be partying up with like diamonds. And like.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like back then, like in the early like rank, like a couple weeks ago, ranks didn't really matter all that much because nobody was in that rank for a while.
Right.
Now we're at that point where you can like settle into your rank. Like we're seeing people
the hard
like,
stucks.
Yeah, you're really hard stuck. We've seen like diamond 1 and you're level like 38, 40. I'm like, okay, person,
he lives here.
This is where you're capping off.
Yeah.
And also too, that's like, you know, related to your SR. Like if you're only getting like 20 SR and you're dropping like most kills in a game, all the time in the world and like caps and stuff, and you're only getting 20 SR, the game is basically telling you like you're kind of capped there, a little bit. And also like it depends on your team's like performance and stuff too, right? But because like we played back-to-back games with golds, and the first game we played like a gold 1 and I got like 85 SR. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I went up like nearly 100 like SR.
Yeah.
And those guys got smoked.
Yeah, that's what it was kind of weird to me because again, I was thinking before like understanding the SR a little bit.
Yeah.
And then that happened. I'm like, yo, we're getting matched up against these people. And I remember one of the games that we played, I got like 60 SR. And I did like average against them, but I was like, yo, why am I getting that much?
I don't think the SR correlates with like the actual matchmaking of like getting into those lobbies. I think that was just more matching up with the gold like people. I think that was just more not luck, but
the SR for me definitely fluctuates. You know, like I don't know. I've had those games where I've gotten like 20, you know, like or like 25. But then I also get the games where like last night, like we ended and I get like 54 or like 56 somewhere around there. You know. So it's like I go up a lot, and like then I have those games where it's like kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
And then losing. I always lose around like 20 SR.
Yeah.
25 SR.
I mean that plays into like, you know, the hidden like performance, like all that.
Yeah.
Because I was only getting like 20 to 30 SR. Now I'm back up to like 50 to 60 SR.
Yeah.
Like for everyone.
Yeah.
And I mean that's a good sign. That means like I've improved my hidden like performance or whatever.
Right.
And also like the team, like. If your team is doing like the right things, like you're going to be rewarded for that more.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure though, once you get into Crimson, you can only have a party of 3. You can't party out with 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about the same post, right? I think that you may have seen
I know what you're talking about, the Instagram one.
Yeah.
But not, this party of 3 thing, that's happened like since Ranked came out.
Yeah.
That's not like new to the update or anything. But yeah, if you're in Crimson, you can only party up with like 3 people.
And does it go beyond that too when you're Crimson, Iridescent, 250?
Yeah, like you can't have 3 people max in a party. Which like that makes sense because, you know, then it takes away like the advantage. Because imagine, you know, you roll up against like Boston. They're all teammates. They're just playing ranked together.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah, you're going to get wrecked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need someone with like slightly no thumbs compared to them.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna throwing in one extra person that you don't really know, that it throws the teams like pacing off.
Yeah, it's
could
a
throw
wild
it
card.
off. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, I mean, even up at that level though, like you really, I mean,
You
man,
expect-
unless you got carried by the gods,
Yeah.
you're gonna be up there and like you should be pretty good.
yeah, the only thing is though, you may be good, but you still don't fit the team. 'Cause
Yeah,
again, like,
exactly.
we preach about like the pacing of the game. Like if you're a super fast player and the other three people like can't match you, like you're gonna either play really really good because you're just going in there and getting all the kills,
Yep.
or you're gonna play really really bad because other people can't like trade you out.
Right.
So it all really depends. So that's why, like, in the early days of ranked, like a few weeks ago, you and I played with these two guys, and like we just meshed so well. Like we paced so well together,
Right.
and we went on an insane win streak. And then you and I have logged on, match up with two other people that just don't match us, and we're just losing.
Yeah, that's for me. That's like the biggest key to grabbing some wins in ranked is when we go in and we've got the two of us that we can rely on each other, and another two that are on the same page and can kind of read what we're doing and play around that. Like when we're all on the same page, the wins are going to come through.
Yeah.
When we're not on the same page, that's when we get tilted at the teammates and then we lose 30 SR and we're like, bro.
Yeah.
And we're at the end of the game like, dude, those guys were so easy. Like
we
should
could
have
have
beat
won.
those guys.
Yeah. That's when the best is when you get like you and I can play how we normally play. We don't need to like adjust anything.
Yeah.
And the other two, like, they just fit into that's probably their play style, and we don't need to adjust anything because usually when we're losing, we're trying to do like extra stuff that we normally don't even do.
Right.
Like, for example, we were playing on a hotel. It was hotel control. Me and you were on top of the hill. We were just watching our backs. One guy pushed up into white to like hold that, so we have an extra layer of like protection.
Yeah.
And like that's great, but if that guy wasn't there, I would have felt the need to like push up,
Right.
just in case. But those are the the good players that fit in.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you get those people that can pick up that stuff and understand what's going on, that's when it's really easy.
Yeah.
I mean, that it's just crazy to me though, like going back with it, to think that there's some people that are going to be in gold, or if you're in bronze and then you got to match up against like platinums, like you may be a solo queue bronze and you just happen to match up with like platinums. I saw a lot of people in the comments of that. They were like, bro, it's terrible sometimes. Like you just get absolutely annihilated.
Can you match up with platinums?
I think you
like
can.
as bronze. I thought you could only match up to
gold.
Gold, yeah.
I think you can match up with platinums.
And then I don't know. I thought once you like broke into silver, then you can match up with anyone up to platinum. Like
I have to go check again, but I'm pretty sure from what I saw there that you can match up that way.
That's crazy because
like, it would be nice if it was just like like every like you from where you are up to,
Yeah, I thought that's what like bronze. You could play bronze, silver, and gold, and then you move up into silver, and then you can play silver, gold, platinum, up to plat 3, and then you move up to gold, and you can play like through diamond.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure diamond. No, actually, I'm pretty sure when you hit silver, you can play silver, gold, platinum, and diamond.
Okay.
But again, like that all depends on your party, because imagine if like your friend's like plat 3, right?
Right.
Just because your friend's played way more games than you, and say you're just as good as your friend. But if your friend's been playing way more than you and you're hard stuck in like silver for right now, because you haven't been playing enough, if they made the game where you couldn't play together, like that sucks. Now you got a solo queue.
Yeah.
But if you can play together, it like they load in against like you and I, right? And we're the whatever same skill division as a higher one. We're like, oh man, fresh meat, a silver.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easy.
Yeah. Now, before we continue that, it says here, at least with partying, this bronze through platinum players can party up with no restrictions.
Okay.
And then, diamond and crimson players can only form parties with and play against other players within those two skill divisions.
Okay.
So diamond, if you diamond and crimson people are playing together, then you're only playing diamond and crimson. You're not playing platinum.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But bronze through platinum, you can party up with no restrictions. So I'd assume that translates to like just the matchmaking.
Yeah.
that you can. I don't know. I wonder though, because this is for squatting up. I don't know if it's just for solo queuing. If you solo queue as a bronze, you can match. I mean, it must, right? Because you could match up with somebody who's bronze, but they got a buddy who's platinum.
Yeah, exactly. It all depends on like the party.
Yeah,
how it is. I mean, man, that would really suck if you were silver. And the game's gonna try to make it fair though, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have a plat 3 on your team, they'll probably gonna throw like a silver.
Yeah.
If silver's like in the lobby or whatever.
Yeah.
To like even it out,
Right.
But yeah, those guys that we played, like they were probably just a team of 3 just chilling because one of their friends was in plat.
Yeah.
And then they loaded up against all diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. That's where that's where the matchmaking fails them, because I'm sure those guys were like, oh shit.
Yeah, but they like it's either that or they solo queue.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
but
then they're not playing with their friend.
Yeah, but
you see those memes of like,
but they had to get put in the blender by us.
Yeah,
I was straight world starring those guys. I'm like, bro.
You see those memes of like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for you and play ranked. We can go up together. Then like you sign on the next day, the other person's like fucking like 2-3 skill divisions higher than you. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, you're like, dude, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be tough for them again, because you and I pretty much like we're around the same amount. Again, you're a bit more SR than me. Earlier on, I was more in you, so we're like, we're pretty much just like more or less the same here.
Yeah.
But it's just because we play all the time together, so we're like, I don't know. It's easier for us. It would be different if we have friends who are, say, higher skill divisions than us and people that are lower.
Yeah.
That's where it would be, I don't know, more of an issue.
Yeah.
But it could pay off though if we had someone who's like in gold or platinum, and I'm like, dude,
you can host.
Yeah,
I'll join.
You host up, and then we'll just get some
free SR.
Yeah, some dumpsters. Try to get like 100 SR a game.
Yeah,
I dropped 50 kills.
Yeah.
Well,
I think now you can really see if the division really ties with you. You know what I mean? Like if I see that you're gold 1 and you're level 30 now, it's like, okay, you've been grinding ranked for a long time.
Yeah.
Because you're level 30, but you're still in this division.
Yeah.
And, people will say, oh, it's because of solo queue. Yeah, that's part of it.
Right.
But come on.
There comes a point, too.
You got to know. 30. Yeah. Like, I'm not 30.
No. You're what, 25?
Something, yeah, 25, something like that.
Yeah, and I think I'm like 22, 23.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Diamond 1, 23, Diamond 2, 25. Like,
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. The guys that we were playing yesterday, they were like in the 20s like us at gold.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. And part of it too is probably because they keep teaming up with their platinum teammate and they're playing like high class and diamonds.
Yeah.
So like maybe you are better off just going into gold.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think now like before I used to see the numbers of like people and being like, oh man, like they're level 40.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, if you're in diamond or platinum and you're level 40, I'm like, bro,
that
ain't good.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in crimson and you're like 26, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, this I'm like, you have steamrolled your way through these.
You're getting like 100 plus every game.
Yeah.
Because the game is like, okay, you're really good.
And you're not losing.
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing, you think about these guys like any of the guys who were in top 250 or iridescent, like, bro, they just steamrolled their way through that.
Yeah,
they were
quickly.
They were frying people in plat and diamond, and they're just like 120 SR, 150 SR.
Yeah. And now they're getting like the 20 to 30 because they've already made it to the top.
Yeah,
because they're playing against people at their like actual division.
Yeah, I mean, when we play, we've played a lot of Crimson people, like. For most people too, like it really does vary. It
does.
Like again, your rank, like make you feel better if you're stuck in bronze or gold, wherever you may be. Like when we did the poll for Spotify, like it really doesn't say all because again, we we got our confidence in ourselves. We know we're good.
Yeah.
But man, we've played against some diamond people that I'm like, wow, like this dude is nice.
Yeah.
And played against some crimson people that I'm like, bro, you're crimson.
Yeah.
Like. And you're on a hot streak right now. Like you've obviously been playing for a little bit. Like, dude, you're terrible.
Yeah. No, it definitely. What matters is winning.
Yeah,
that's all that matters because if you're winning, you're getting the SR.
Yeah,
and like again, if you're solo queuing, it is a lot harder because I know someone like responded on one of our posts, and he was like, "Dude, I'm stuck in like I'm barely making to plat 1."
Yeah.
And like I have no one to play with. I'm just solo queuing. I'm like, yeah, that's tough because again, pacing of the game. If you're a sub player, you better hope like whoever your AR is like is anchoring and like staying for rotations.
Yeah.
And usually they're not. Just saying, like that's not happening. And then that's when if you know this in game, you start doing too much, or you're trying to do too much. You're trying to break into the hill, and then you're trying to rotate when you don't need to.
Yeah. Well, and this was a whole issue that we had. You know, it was like last night when we had this. We had a couple ARs on our team, and I'm just like, I mean, we were getting fried. It was on the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and they had no kills. Mm-hmm. They had no defense. Like, and we're just playing the map. You know, we were running around like headless chickens. I'm like, dude, you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the worst part because I'm usually the so-called flex, like between you and I.
Yeah.
Like you'll run usually a sub like all the time.
Yeah.
And then I go towards attack, and then like I'll switch to the sub, like if I need to. But that's when I hate it because I'm like, okay, I got to switch to the sub like midway through the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, these two guys aren't putting up enough pressure and like pacing with you, so I got to help.
Yeah.
And I hate it when I'm frying with attack and then I switch to the Vaz and I'm frying still.
Yeah.
And we're still losing, and I'm like, these guys don't get it. They're not doing their job.
Yeah, exactly. They're like just costing regardless. You know. Now it is tough, especially like within your role, like kind of playing your role. Yeah, it can be a detriment to the team, you know, because we have our play styles as to what we try to do.
Yeah.
And like how to try to win a map or at least get map control to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear it all the time. Like you do that more often than you should, where you're just like, all right, I'm switching. All right, I'm switching.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, because I'm running in here dying. And no one's here picking up a trade, or no one's like, these guys are not seeing like what we're doing when we're trying to push in.
Yeah. I'm like, where's my trophy?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Throw my trophy out.
Yeah.
You're trying to do. Yeah. That's like the worst because like now I'm always looking like, all right, you're running the Vaz. These two other guys, someone pulling out a Vaz with you. And it's usually 2 tacks.
You know,
I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's the same, man. Like closing, like your like the tip for episode 110, since we're at a nice number now, is look around.
Yeah.
See what people are using.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, you'll see it sometimes. Like I've had like not as much anymore because people get it. And you see a lot of people looking around. Man, there were times like we'd see like 4 tacks.
Yeah, and you're
like,
yeah,
bro, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we'd see that on a CeeLo.
Yeah.
You know, like a CeeLo control and everyone's running attack. I'm like, look, I get this is a big map, but
now all 4 of us are just spread around, and there's gonna be a chance where all 4 of us go down and there's no speed.
Yeah. I was like, you need people that are gonna get mixy and you know apply the pressure. And
yeah.
I mean, we always do 2 Vaz, 2 tack.
Yeah, usually, yeah. And like, you know, hopefully you can be like an adaptable player, because again, some people are just they're just more comfortable on like AR or sub.
Yeah.
But if you can be adaptable and just like help out your team, because you do have to change your play style.
Yeah.
Because like on the CeeLo, like especially like if I'm running, I'll switch between like tack and the Vaz. I feel more comfortable doing that on that map, but I run completely different routes. Yeah. I'm not like, if I have the Vaz, I'm never like watching like top window.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I'm always inside the building, like being a rat, like run around somewhere. And if I have attack, I'm like just on the outskirts, like circling around.
Yeah.
I'm never like in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, same here. Same here. Very rarely do I like set up in the middle. I'm always in the fields or like up at the tower, making plays like that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's just the way to do it. I mean, again, you got to play to the gun and like the role that you're using. You know, if you're running around like a moron with attack in the inside, like it's just. I mean, again, that's
probably gonna get gunned.
Yeah, like sometimes you got to do what you got to do in certain diehard situations or whatever, you know. But most of the time, just stick to what you're like, where your gun is best, where your strengths are.
Yeah. Probability of you like winning a gunfight.
Yeah, your percentage goes up.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, just look around, look at your teammates, please, because that hotel we ran 3 tacks that we lost.
Yeah,
I'm like.
No.
Yeah.
Recipe
I'm like
for disaster.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm frying with this. That's like the worst part, when I feel like I'm good using, like I'm doing what I need to do, but it still doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because you got 2 numbskulls who ain't doing anything.
Yeah. So I have to switch, and now you're doing better, you're improving, but the other two are still not doing anything.
Yeah,
so it doesn't even
I'm
matter.
I'm just wandering around being like shaking my head. I'm like, bro, I need the help here.
Yeah, why are there two Vazes capping the hill together and our two ARs are on like nowhere near us?
Yeah, bro. No, they're in freaking Narnia.
Yeah.
You know, again, yeah, I look at the map sometimes and I cringe. I shudder. I'm like,
It's like when we're like, not to go off, but like on B control on hotel, two Vazes, we're running trophies for whatever reason because the other teammates don't want to run trophies for us.
Yeah.
Disadvantage right there.
Yeah.
And we're both on B, and there's a guy like coming like through mid, and this guy's like at connector with attack. You're never winning that.
Yeah.
Unless like you have shotsy like aim.
Yeah, and movement to be able to finesse that.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
Yeah. And for some reason, our AR player is trying to pull the flank to spa or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're on the hill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're an AR. You should be on the hill. Like, if anyone's gonna pull some flank or like hold something, like it should be a sub player.
Yeah,
trying to get in there.
Yeah, please watch like the long areas for us because we're not gonna win that.
Like watch mid.
Yeah,
you know, like watch that.
Go up to plat and watch that doorway.
Watch it. Yeah, exactly. Or go up like top bedroom and watch
over.
Yeah. It's just the small shit, man.
It is.
That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
It's just the small stuff.
At the end of the day, we're all just trying to win. So
we're
just
trying to help you win too.
Yeah.
You know, basic shit. Follow the simple rules.
Yeah. COD isn't that complicated.
Yeah, so people who are hard stuck, you know, get on the mic, yell at the teammates, let them know. Be like, bro, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know,
start barking orders if you need to.
Yeah.
If they're not listening, it's like, dude, we got to change something. We're down 0-2.
Yeah.
You got 2 kills.
Yeah. Just don't be too toxic.
Yeah,
like,
don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick. You know, we've already ran into those people. Yeah. Dude, why'd you chow that?
Why'd you chow that, bro? Yeah, don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy. Yeah. I'm like,
don't ever say that ever again.
Wasn't it? That guy was like in diamond and we were like low plats, right? Or something like that.
Yeah. And he's probably still stuck in diamond. He's probably diamond 47 right now.
Probably,
you know?
Yeah.
He's still talking about how he's on a win streak, even though he never was.
Yeah, he was like, dude, I'm on a 30 win streak, bottle of wine deep. I think I got to keep drinking more to play.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's cap.
Dude, I think you need to stop because you're 1-8.
Yeah, bro. I think the liquor has worn off, my friend.
Yeah. Why'd you chow that? Why are you talking?
Oh, my God. Drives me nuts, but
yeah, don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Yeah, but
on that note, do you have anything else you wanted to say, man? We good.
Yeah, we covered season 2. Well, yeah, actually, right now season 2, it's just the beginning.
Yep.
Episode 2 of Raid hasn't been released yet, so we will be reviewing that as soon as we play it.
Yeah, and just everything else that's gonna be coming with season 2 as this stuff comes out throughout the season. So we'll be sure to cover it and give our thoughts and takes on it.
Yeah, exactly. But as of right now, we'll keep talking. Ranked will be in every episode.
Yeah.
Our status. Because
always giving the updates.
Goal is Crimson by the end of the season.
So we got the time to do it.
We can do it. Yeah, we have like 20 days or something like that.
The hustle is on.
Yeah, and let us know what you guys are at because again, it's a lot of fun seeing like where everybody's at.
Yeah.
What is a casual fan base?
Yeah,
where does everyone sit?
Where?
As of right now, the amount of people that have voted like on the polls, everybody's sitting for the most part like gold into platinum.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's a pretty good average.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No iridescence.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an iridescent, you're...
Yeah. I mean, DM us. Bro.
Thank you for listening to us, because you're not a casual.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's where they just like us talking.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll drop our gamer tags, too.
Yeah.
So you can carry our asses.
Yeah, please carry us. We'll do all the scrap.
Yeah. We'll have 4 minutes in that.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're listening onto YouTube, remember to drop a like, comment, subscribe down below.
Absolutely.
If you're listening onto Spotify or Apple, leave a 5-star rating. We're also on anchor.fm/COD Casuals. That's all streaming platforms, And as of right now, it's still anchor.fm. We're going to have to update this outro and it changes because it's like podcaster for Spotify now, which doesn't roll off the tongue well. Yeah, and go to our Twitter, Instagram at COD Casuals. Twitter's best platform to communicate with us.
Absolutely.
So make sure to go over there because we're tweeting every single day. And we post every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern. So next episode, expect
that's
that.
when that's when you'll get it.
But yeah, I think that's it.
I think we're good, man.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening. This has been episode 110 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy, everybody.
See ya.